Before we start this video, it's worth pointing out that as our channel grows, we're gaining the attention of scam accounts. We're doing our best to moderate these comments, but again, I want to remind everyone that we will never ask you to text us or call us to win a prize. If you're enjoying the content, we'd be honored to have your subscription and leave a like and a comment. It really helps the channel grow. Now, back to the content. It's known as the Island of Enchantment. It's easy to understand why. Situated in the Eastern Caribbean, Puerto Rico boasts some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Those beaches surround the only rainforest in the U.S. National Park system. The beauty and splendor seem to foster a friendly and relaxed attitude that is shared by all that call this paradise their home. This particular day, it is remarkably clear above the El Yunque, allowing a look at the top of El Yunque Peak and views all the way down to the beaches of Humacao. One of many people we met on our visit is this man known simply as Hernan. We stopped near his house to get scenic shots, and he immediately invited us in to share a papaya from one of his trees.
Tell me about it. See how it tastes.
You don't get that at the store.
There's no other, man.
That's the stuff. Glad we didn't stop for breakfast.
You camera all the time. Here.
Well,
I was raised here, so we're just like a family.
There is more to see among the cobblestone streets of Old San Juan, like the Capilla de Cristo, the Chapel of Christ the Savior, built in 1753, and nearby Pigeon Park, and the ancient walls of Fort San Juan, with portions dating back to the 16th century, as Spain fortified its foothold in the Caribbean. Fast forward more than 400 years, and Puerto Rico is a United States territory, and that means there is a lot of crossover between this island paradise and what we are all used to within the United States, including the shooting sports. This is the IDPA Puerto Rico National Championship, and this year, the IDPA top brass is in attendance. Joyce Wilson is here for her first time.
They've grown so much in the past 3 years that we're going to bring the World Championship here next year.
and I can't think of a better destination.
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, the weather is beautiful. The island is beautiful. The neat thing is it feels like a tropical destination because it is in the Caribbean. But yet, it's part of the United States territory, so you can use U.S. money. A little bit of language problems, maybe, but still, there's no real big deal to get here.
The growth Joyce mentioned is the remarkable story of the home club here, just 3 years young.
Well, we have like 400 members. We started at 2011, and we do every month a club match.
And it's very popular here in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's really popular. We started with 12 members, and now we're like 400, and yeah, it's really popular.
Katya's father Max and friend Eliud were the original members of the IDPA club.
And I remember like it was yesterday, February 2011, we only had 12 shooters for that first match. Max and I actually before that in January, we had to go up to Florida again to get certified as safety officers ourselves, and we were the only approved safety officers, so we had to run all the stages in the match because we didn't want to break any rules.
You may have noticed the telltale slide cuts on Eliud's Performance Center 1911.
I saw the Smith & Wesson Performance Center and it looked so wonderful that I told Max I have to have it. And since I was preparing myself to go to the indoor nationals and we didn't have time to wait for the order, he actually sold me his, which only had like 50 shots on it. So out I went with that, and it was on precision, fiber side on front, and wonderful gun.
The same friendly, family-like atmosphere experienced throughout the island is also on the ranges at this match.
I'm having a lot of fun. I'm glad IDPA is here, Shooting USA, and we'll keep on shooting.
The members of the club come from all walks of life here in Puerto Rico.
And it's really like a big family here at RL Shooting Club in Caguas. Probably 90% of them of us are civilians. We have lawyers, we have doctors, we have teachers, we have speech pathologists, we have pediatricians. Of course, we also have policemen, and we have people from the National Guard that we have gotten enthused with this sport.
Started as a fun thing, coming to shoot matches, meeting people, doing the traditional, get to see what's different from just shooting at standing targets, and develop into something else where we started seeing skills that we can take to the military side and something we can transfer to the day-to-day. We come to the matches, we shoot the matches, but we also support the local matches and IDPA and other of the modalities of shooting here in Puerto Rico. We reach, we help our community, and shooting the matches and letting people know that we are here to support is just another way to let people know about the Guard.
What a beautiful location for a match, but it's not all fun in the sun. There is a national championship at stake here, and that means the top shooters will be splitting seconds to get a leg up on the competition. Mike Irvine joins me after the break to call the action.
When every hour you put into it increases the rush you get out of it. When the bond between hand and gun feels as true as a perfectly placed shot. It's not by accident. It's by design. M&P, advanced by design.
Get into the reloading red zone with reloading tools from Hornady. Innovation, craftsmanship, and reliability. Hornady reloading presses are built with American pride and backed by our legendary no-risk warranty. Hand load precision with tools from Hornady.
There are 5 divisions of competition in IDPA, 2 for revolvers and 3 for semi-autos.
First, SSP, or Stock Service Pistol. This is the home to the Smith & Wesson M&Ps and the Glocks, the striker-fired guns. Minimum ammo requirement there is 9mm.
Then the Enhanced Service Pistol Division. These are the trickiest of the IDPA guns. Double-stack design, 9mm or better. This STI Marauder would be an excellent choice.
Now, any SSP gun will compete in ESP. Then there's CDP, Custom Defensive Pistol, home to a lot of single-stack 1911s. Minimum ammo requirement, 45 ACP.
Over in the revolvers, we have the Enhanced Service Revolver, or ESR. They're allowed moon clips to speed the reload. Minimum caliber 357, max number of rounds in the gun, 6.
Now, SSR, or Stock Service Revolver, is not allowed moon clips. You have to load with a speed loader there. Minimum ammo requirement is 38, and just like ESR, only 6 rounds allowed in the gun.
Well, whichever division you choose, there is no shortage of action at the IDPA Puerto Rico Nationals. Don't let the tropical surroundings and laid-back atmosphere fool you.
Now, this is definitely a high level, definitely a national championship, difficult.
This match is a world-class shooting challenge.
A little harder, tighter shots than I thought. But fun.
It is not a easy shooting match. You have targets out there 25, 30 yards, that type of thing, partials, so a lot of movers. It's very difficult. That's what challenges me. That's why I like it.
Bobby may like the challenge here initially, but we'll see how that holds up for him with his new choice of division.
Bobby has gone over to the wheel gun for this match, entering the Stock Service Revolver division.
And this is actually my first match with this revolver. So it's a learning curve, it's a challenge, but it's fun.
Tell me about the gun.
It's a Smith & Wesson 686 SSR, 38 Special 357. Shooting 38 Special factory ammo with Hornady bullets as well. So awesome revolver.
Tom Yost is a regular high finisher in the Stock Service Pistol division.
The Smith & Wesson shooter is going to show us how to run the stage called home defense. Tom is fast through the first 2 positions. After the retreat to the door, then things get interesting.
There are 4 more targets. 1 dips out from behind cover, 1 is an up and down mover, and 1 is a clamshell, so timing is critical.
Morgan Allen is a top shooter in IDPA. Morgan shoots in the ESP, or Enhanced Service Pistol Division.
And as you watch Morgan move through home defense, you can see what sets him apart. Fast on his feet and on the trigger. But his timing on the clamshell is off, and he has to aim hard to avoid the no-shoot cover. It's all over in 18.7 seconds.
Look again at the final 3 targets for Morgan. The up-down mover is perfect, but the shots on the open target make him late on the clamshell, forcing him into the more difficult shots over the no-shoot.
The next stage for the squad also has a tough no-shoot right in front of the shooters. Known as Rainy Day, the course starts with 4 targets engaged through the rain and around the no-shoot in tactical sequence.
That means 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Then it's a run to the barrels and 2 more targets around a static no-shoot.
For Mike Barrera, the stage seems to go really well. Mike is fast shooting through the window.
And at the end, his cadence is measured, but not off pace. His raw time is 17.37, but there may be trouble back at the first position.
A nice hit on that no-shoot right in the center.
That no-shoot is a 5-second penalty added to the time.
In IDPA, you're shooting for speed and accuracy. Your time is your score, and the faster the better.
But you must shoot accurately to protect your fast time. Hits in the center of the IDPA target add no time. Hits in the next ring out are called down 1 and add half a second.
Hits in the next ring out are called down 3 and add a second and a half.
Misses are down 5 and add 2.5 seconds. And hits on a non-threat or no-shoot target designated by the open hands are a 5-second penalty.
Morgan Allen is defending his ESP win at this match last year, and he is doing it with a sense of urgency.
He is definitely pushing the pace, and that may end up costing him inaccuracy. His raw time is solid, 12.96, but you can hear the penalties add up.
4, 3.
You had a mic on the first or the second one?
Sometimes it works for you, sometimes not exactly as you plan.
Morgan's penalty for the miss and down target points adds 13 seconds to his score.
The biggest threat for Morgan's ESP title is retired Puerto Rican police officer Charles Gautier. Right off, you can see that Charles is a tick off of Morgan's pace. But after Morgan's penalties, Charles can take his time. Charles puts up a solid 15.4 second raw time, and his target hits are great, down only 2.
Top shooter on the squad is Costa Rican Rodrigo Carvajal.
Rodrigo is a front-runner in the stock service pistol division, driving his CZ through the stage with impressive speed.
At the end, it's a slide lock reload, and the final target is handled in a best for the squad time of 12.71 and down only 2.
Yes, good run, yes. Thank you.
There's more from the RNL Shooting Club and the IDPA Puerto Rico National coming next.
This is custom gun making, hand fitting, slide to frame, hand cutting the magwell, blending the surfaces of the slide, the frame, and the beaver tail. At every step, a Les Baer Custom 1911 is hand fitted to tolerances no CNC machine can match for match grade accuracy. And a Les Baer Custom 1911 is priced at 1/3 of what you'd pay any other gun maker. See all the 1911s and rifles at lesbaer.com.
ShootingUSA.com, your resource for firearms news and information.
Well, when the opportunity to head to the Caribbean and cover this national championship came up, it didn't take long to fill the role of producer.
This is an assignment that everyone wanted. An early in the year trip to the tropics is high on everyone's list of good times.
Well, and that also applies to the shooters as they chase down the title of Puerto Rican national champion. The feel is tropical.
And I think that people will be more comfortable because it's U.S. territory, but yet it feels like an international destination.
And that appeals to Tom Yost.
Pistol permit's really easy. Just send a copy of your permit, photo, and they process it. You end up with a temporary permit while you're down here. So they make life real easy and a great place to come.
But making life easy is not part of the stage description at this national championship. And the Super Squad is now faced with the stage known as working in the office.
The scenario: you're working late when suddenly a gang rushes in to make their hit. You must retrieve your firearm from the desk drawer and stop the threats around the swinging no-shoots.
Then there are 2 targets left around the wall, and 1 target at the far right.
For Morgan Allen, this stage is a chance to get himself back in the match.
Morgan is in a race at the top of the ESP division, and he needs to make up some ground.
This run will help that effort. Fast and accurate shooting stops the clock at 17:23, down only 3. That will be tough to beat.
0.
0.
0. All scored.
A little bit better that time.
Nice shooting.
Charles Gutierrez is the other half of the race for the ESP title, and Charles has just witnessed Morgan's performance on the stage.
Now it's his turn to answer, and this run goes just about as well as one could ask. Smooth and fast.
The clock stops at 18.63, and 4 down on the target points makes the score 20.63.
The race for the ESP title will conclude on the quick but tricky stage known as the bridge.
Okay.
You gotta shoot from the bridge.
Yes, your foot, 1 foot must be planted on that bridge before you pull the trigger, otherwise you get the magic finger.
On the first shot, the steel activator sends the up and down movers in motion. Timing is everything here.
For Bobby McGee and his stock service revolver, a reload will be needed to shoot all of the targets, but doing it while they are exposed is impossible. So his last target will be a tight shot above the barrel.
Bobby makes the shot and stops the clock at 8.87, but he will take a procedural penalty for leaving target 1 with only 1 hit before his reload.
Remember, IDPA rules determine the shooting order for each stage. Look again at Bobby's run. There's the steal. Target 1 gets 1 shot, target 2 gets 2, and 3 gets 2. Now the reload and the second shot for target 1. That last shot should have been on target 3, and that's the procedural.
Now it's Morgan Allen's turn, and right from the start things get ugly. A step back to pick up the steal hurts his rhythm.
Rushing back onto the bridge causes him to stumble, and from there he never recovers. This is a disaster at the end of Morgan's match.
Charles Gutierrez knows the ESP title is his if he can navigate the bridge.
It doesn't get better than that. 585 and clean is best for the match.
Dude, how tough is it to get up on the bridge and make
It's really tough. I mean, I thought I was gonna wobble like everybody else, but somehow I managed. Just lowered my body and went for the shot.
Stock service pistol shooter Rodrigo Carvajal has positioned himself at the front of the pack for the division and the match.
A safe run here, and the national championship belongs to the Costa Rican.
His raw time is fantastic, 5.28, but down 4 on the targets.
Still, it's good enough to take the division and the overall title of Puerto Rican national champion.
Our congratulations to Rodrigo, to Charles, and of course Bobby on their national championships, and to the RNL Shooting Club in Caguas, Puerto Rico for putting on a world-class match.
It will be great to see what they put together for next year's IDPA World Championship, and I'll go ahead and put my name in the hat to cover that one.
Oh, we'll see. I know. Let's both go.
Now we've got a plan.
There you go. You've made it this far in the video, and for that, we thank you. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel, and we'll keep the uploads coming.